St. Thomas Aquinas. Where Faith and Reason Meet. This reflection is prepared by Father Abe Francis, pastor at St. Jude Church, Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA. St. Thomas Aquinas, Doctor of Truth and Servant of Divine Wisdom. St. Thomas Aquinas stands as one of the greatest minds in the history of the Church and of humanity. Yet beyond his brilliance, he was a humble Dominican friar whose deepest desire was not intellectual acclaim, but intimate union with God. In him, faith and reason were not rivals but companions, walking together toward the fullness of truth. Birth and early life. St. Thomas Aquinas was born in 1225 near Aquino, in the Kingdom of Sicily, present-day Italy. He was born into a noble family, and his parents hoped he would pursue a prestigious ecclesiastical career. From an early age, Thomas displayed a contemplative spirit and a profound hunger for truth. As a child, he was sent to the Benedictine Abbey of Monte Cassino for his education. Later, while studying at the University of Naples, he encountered the newly founded Order of Preachers Dominicans. Against his family's strong opposition, Thomas chose a life of poverty, study, and preaching, convinced that God had called him to serve the Church through truth and teaching. Priest, philosopher, and theologian, Thomas was ordained a priest and devoted his life to study, prayer, and teaching. He became a philosopher and theologian of extraordinary depth, integrating the philosophy of Aristotle with Christian revelation. For Thomas, philosophy illuminated the natural order, while theology revealed the mysteries of divine grace. He taught in Paris, Cologne, Rome, and Naples, shaping generations of students. Despite his intellectual stature, Thomas remained deeply humble, often kneeling in prayer before the crucifix, seeking light not only from books but from God himself. His writings and major works. St. Thomas authored numerous works, including biblical commentaries, philosophical treatises, hymns, and theological manuals. His greatest and most enduring work is the Summa Theologica, written as a systematic guide for students of theology. Central idea of the Summa Theologica in 3 sentences. The Summa Theologica presents all reality as flowing from God and returning to God. It shows how human reason, enlightened by faith, can understand creation, morality, and divine truth. At its heart, the work teaches that true happiness is found only in union with God through grace. Accomplishments and legacy. St. Thomas Aquinas accomplished what few have ever achieved. He provided the Church with a clear, coherent, and enduring synthesis of faith and reason. His teachings shaped Catholic theology, moral philosophy, natural law theory, and sacramental theology for centuries. He also composed Eucharistic hymns such as Pange Lingua, Tantum Ergo, and Adoro Te Devote, revealing a heart deeply in love with Christ in the Blessed Sacrament. His intellect served his devotion. His scholarship flowed from prayer. Death. In 1274, while traveling to the Second Council of Lyons, St. Thomas fell ill. He died on March 7, 1274, at the Cistercian Abbey of Fossanova, at the age of 49. His final words expressed total trust in Christ, whom he had served all his life with mind and heart. Canonization and title. St. Thomas Aquinas was canonized in 1323 by Pope John XXII. In 1567, Pope St. Pius V declared him a doctor of the Church, recognizing the enduring authority and holiness of his teaching. He is often called the angelic doctor for the clarity and purity of his thought. Lessons from the life of St. Thomas Aquinas. From St. Thomas Aquinas, we learn enduring lessons. That faith and reason are harmonious, not opposed, that true wisdom begins with humility before God, that prayer is the foundation of authentic theology, that intellectual gifts are meant for service, not pride, that holiness and learning can and must grow together. St. Thomas teaches us that the pursuit of truth is a sacred vocation and that every genuine truth leads us closer to God. St. Thomas Aquinas, priest and doctor of the Church, invites us to love God with our whole mind and heart, and to allow divine wisdom to shape every aspect of our lives. Question for meditation. Do I seek truth with humility and prayer, allowing my knowledge and talents to draw me closer to God and to loving service of others?